Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Speak On It podcast. Post Game Live is back and in full effect. I am your host, Big Mike. I am here with Breezy. We are here after game one of the Knicks Celtics semifinals. Knicks pull out a dramatic victory in Boston in overtime to stun the Lakers, stun the basketball world who were saying the Knicks were going to get swept and would be lucky if they could just stay close and a whole bunch of malarkey. That means nothing because if it's one thing the Knicks got, it's the best closer in the game. And we're going to hit that music.
We are the New York Knicks. 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 Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Well, just like that, look who's back in the mix. Straight out of New York City,
It's the red hot Knicks. They're still red hot. They're still cooking. Big Body Brunson is still cooking with gas. And the Knicks, it was shaky. To start, they was down, I think, 20 at one point in the game. Just a furious comeback aided by Boston shooting enough bricks to build another Boston Garden. 45 missed threes, a new NBA playoff record. Brunson getting hot. OG going berserk. Mikal Bridges stepping up big. And even Cat got a tip in late. And yeah, man, Knicks win some gritty defense. Josh Hart doing Josh Hart things, which is pretty much everything. Knick win, man. Knick win. It feels good. Feels good. Me and Breezy's here. And we just gonna chop it up real quick.
Yo, man. Yo, man. Let me up in this. Knicks win. Knicks tape. Big Brunson. Knicks all the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a high. They said Celtics in 4. We still game 1 in Boston. Let's do it, man. Hey, the Celtics is beat up, bro.
I mean, they looked a little sluggish out there.
The Celtics is beat up, bro. Hopefully they can stay beat up the whole playoffs, because that'd be great. Because them without Cat, them would have beat up Jaylen Brown, and then they lost Hauser tonight with a knee with him and OG. Hey, man, it feels good to be on the opposite end of that. I'm not celebrating injuries, but it feels good to be on the opposite end of that, because we are constantly the team that is injured going against a better, a non-injured team. So it feels good to be on the opposite end of that. That's what I'm saying compared to that. But shout out to Mikal Bridges, man. 51 minutes. Coming up big in a few minutes of the game.
The last 2 minutes of the game had his fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, man. Iron Man, getting the tip in late in the game. We definitely needed that. Yo, another thing I want to pride Cat on, because even though he wasn't like having the best game, he was out there moving his feet on defense when he was left on the island. Just a little bit. Just enough. Just enough.
Just enough.
Because that's all we need. That's what I've been screaming from the beginning, is just give me effort. And that's all we need. Just give me some effort. I need a little bit more effort in a lot of other situations with him. But just give me effort, man. Because, like, that's what we're going to need to win these games, that, especially if they're close like this. That's all we're going to need is effort. And in the words of Coach Carter, like I said in the chat, we will be there.
I know that going into this game, I said, I hope the Knicks don't shoot their load and put everything into tonight. And I mean, Bridges playing 51 minutes is heroic. but I'm gonna need I need three more of those. I need three more of those. But I do know one thing, and I really truly believe this. If the Knicks can just stay close to these dudes, I don't know, man. When we took the lead, their offense started looking real shaky.
Yeah, they had them playing down looked a lot different from them playing ahead.
Looked real shaky, boy. It looked shaky. That's all I can say. It looked shaky. Granted, like you were screaming last series, I saw Jason Tatum miss a lot of shots that he don't normally miss. But listen,
That's
he
true.
missed.
Hey, you make some, you miss some, man. And to our gracious, they missed.
In
And
the first half, Jason Tatum looked like the reincarnation of Michael Jordan out there.
yeah,
I
yeah. I
mean,
mean,
just crisp.
the Knicks had cut the lead to what? I forget what it was. We had cut the lead down, and he hadn't scored in a little while, and he came in and hit two back-to-back threes, and then went to their free throw line. I was just like, oh shit. But we stayed consistent. We kept battling. We fought our way back, and I stopped watching the game and just was listening because I was like, yo, I can't watch this game right now. I gotta listen to it. And I was listening, and as we started creeping back, I was like, yo, if we could just like get some more stops and like continue to just chip at this lead, we'll be there. And we started to chip at it, and then next thing you know, I looked up, we were down 6, and I was like, okay. And then we were down 3, and then we were down 1, and then we were up 1, and then we were down 1, and then we were up 2, and then we were up 3, and then we were tied, and then it was back and forth, and I was just like, yo, all right. And the next thing you know, we were up 6, and then I think we got up to like 7 or 8, and I was like, yo, if we can somehow hold this lead, because what's going to happen is desperation is going to kick in for the Celtics, and they're going to try to clamp down on a lot of things. They're going to show that championship DNA, and that's exactly what they did. They clamped down on the defensive end, and we made a couple mistakes to help with them being desperate on the defensive end and let them back in. And man, if Brunson would have made that game winner bank shot, bro, oh my god.
Oh,
Because
that
oh my gosh, bro.
he just missed too. He just missed.
It was one of those situations when you don't realize that you don't realize that you're open until you're open, and then you're like, holy shit, and then you miss it because you like, I wasn't expecting to be this open. That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm. And that's like, because he would have absolutely, if you would have given him that shot, he would have said, yeah, I'd sign me up for that 100 out of 100 times. And he probably makes it 90, 95 times out of 100. So, I mean, they dodged the bullet, but ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. We got to overtime. We were supposed to win today. We were
Yeah, man. I'm
absolutely
just
supposed to
happy.
win
I'm
today.
just happy. You're saying that you're scared of the heroics and the 51 minutes of Bridges. I'm happy that our heroics didn't go to waste, because there have been plenty of times in other situations and other scenarios, other teams and stuff like that, where the team that wasn't supposed to win put up a huge hell of a fight and then ended up losing it at the end, because like over like mental errors or whatever the case may be, and then they never get that opportunity again, you know. So like, I mean, it reminds me of like, I'm not calling it the same situation, but it reminds me of when the Cavs went against the Warriors and LeBron went insane and they weren't even supposed to be up like that, and then what is it? The J.R. Smith, George Hill situation happens, and they lose that game, and then they get swept that series. You know, and it changed that one game changed the trajectory of the whole series. I mean, if you ask anybody that knows basketball, they believe that if the Cavs win that game, they build momentum, and that series goes a completely different way. It doesn't say that they win, but it goes a completely different way. You know, and I
I'm
feel
one
like
of
the
those
same thing
people.
happens.
I'm one of those people. If that buffoonery with JR doesn't happen, hey, it's a whole different series. Blackheart in the building. I'm pretty sure Blackheart's at work, so I don't want anybody to think that he's ducking the smoke.
Hell yeah. Yo, Blackheart, hold that L tonight, boy. The series still going on, but hold the L tonight, brother.
Tonight is our night. Tonight is our night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, the Tatum getting soft. The Celtics haters, they've been quiet for a year and a half, but here they come. Here they come. They absolutely just relied on the three. They absolutely was just like, we're gonna just shoot a gazillion threes.
Yeah.
I know one thing, and you just won. We're on a high. You can poke your chest out. Y'all better win game 2. Y'all better win game 2.
Now that's a fact. That's a fact.
Don't mess around and let us go up 2-0 on the road.
That's
Y'all
a
better
fact.
win game 2.
I mean, it's saying something, but it's not saying nothing at the same time
Yeah,
because the Knicks are a very good road team.
they are.
So like
And
us
so is
winning,
Boston.
yeah, but us winning on the road is like a team winning at home because that's what we kind of do. But I mean, the way that we feel right now, the way that the Knicks fans feel right now, we stole a game tonight, and if we steal a game again, we're gonna be unbearable in the Garden. We're gonna be unbearable in the Garden.
The Garden's already going to be on fire for game 3 now. Saturday is going to be a show.
If the Knicks go, yeah, I mean, but man, bro, if the Knicks head to the Garden up 2-0, I'm be praying to the gods, bro. Praying to the gods because I like as much as I'm a Knicks fan, I also try to stay even kill and try to keep my sports karma even kill. Like I wish Anthony would have gotten here because I had some shit to talk to him. Excuse my language, because he was getting out of hand in the chat and I mean in his story.
Ridiculous. In
Like
the chat too. In the chat too.
but I just don't understand it. Like, yo, let's get our win and let's go home because we stole this game. Ain't no need to be putting up memes of Josh Hart holding a baby Tatum and oh fuck out of here and yeah hold y'all L Celtics and all, meme this meme that and I'm just like come on man, like we stole this game. Let's be happy with the steal. Let's try to steal game 2 and then we could possibly be on some shit if we win game 3 headed into game 4. Like, don't put too much dip on your chips too soon, man. Too soon. Be humble, please.
He can't. He can't. Because all during the game, all he was doing was crying and complaining and crying and complaining.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the Knicks win, he's poking his chest out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't get it. And then try to call us out because we didn't say anything the whole game. We're watching the game and we're watching how things are going and we're hoping that it continues to go in our in the Knicks' favor. Ain't no need to be out here complaining about every single thing that goes wrong in terms of the Knicks, you know.
And I just it has to be trolling at this point because we've been doing this pod for 3 years. I routinely do not talk during the games. Like I don't know I don't know like when is it gonna click in? When the Knicks are playing, I'm not talking. I don't talk during the Knicks games. I don't talk during the Yankee games, Duke games, like you Titans games. I don't talk during the game because unlike Anthony, it's a full game. I control myself until the game is over. I'm watching the game.
Yeah, man. But
Don't put the
nonetheless,
cart before the horse. I might hold you to that.
huh?
Blackheart said the day the Knicks win the title will be the day I buy a Knicks jersey. I might hold you to that.
Man. Game
What a
one.
night.
I'm
What a
not
night.
I'm not jumping no gun on anything. Game one was one game at a time. Knicks win.
Knicks win. Like I said, Knicks better win game 2. I mean, Celtics better win game 2 because I am going to be annoying if the Knicks win game 2. I'm going to be annoying. But it's a good win. I mean, that Pat jersey don't go hard. That Pat jersey is nasty.
Huh?
He said he'll buy a Patrick Ewing jersey.
Yeah.
Big body Brunson jersey is what it's going to have to be. And now, James, my favorite part of all of this, and not my favorite part because I'm just going to consistently and constantly roll my eyes for the next 2 days, is have to sit here and listen to all of these people that were on TV and on the radio that said the Knicks were going to get swept and lose in 5 and be lucky to hang around. Now all act like I knew the Knicks could give him a series. I knew the Knicks could play him tough. I knew the Knicks were going to kill him.
Heads.
All of the nonsense.
All the talking heads.
Because I legit today, even though I don't even know what Brian Windhorst is, because I thought he was a journalist and a sports reporter, but now he's an analyst. All day today, just listening to him say, the Knicks will be lucky if they can get a game. Honestly, I don't want to disrespect them, but they'll be lucky if they get a game. There's just too many matchup problems and blah, blah, blah. This is just a bad matchup for them. And now here we are. And it feels good. Feels good. That's all I can say. Top headline on ESPN.com, Celtics brick 45 threes.
Ooh.
Gotta love it.
The Knicks can't get down like that early in the next game.
No, because they're not going to stop. But I mean, it wasn't like they let us come back in this game. They just kept missing and missing and missing.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. But we cannot get down this big in the next game because they're not going to let us come back like that.
It would be great if we could get a lead in the next game and really put some pressure on them. Because we'll really see what they're made of if we could jump out to a 8 to 10 point lead on them. Because Like I said, when the Knicks took the lead, boy, oh boy, them shots got a little. The shot selection got crazy.
Yo, there's one person that's gonna always be there for the Celtics, and that is Derek White.
Never stopped playing.
Man.
Never stopped playing. And even though the Knicks won, boy, oh boy, Drew Holiday was making me nervous because them last 2 minutes, he was turning into a demon before my eyes.
Yeah, defensively, grabbing rebounds, making the right passes. I was just like, oh my God, Drew Holiday,
Drew
man.
Holiday is unbelievable out here right now.
Yeah, nah, man. He's a former defensive player of the year, right?
No, he never won it because that award is rigged, but he definitely should have. He's definitely been the best defensive player in the league before.
Oh,
But
the only person that got it was as a guard is point guard was
Smart. Marcus
Smart,
Smart.
yeah. Man. Yeah, he was everywhere. He was everywhere.
Let's just say he was starting to get insanely annoying because boy, oh boy. But enough about our perspective on it. Because we said it was going to happen. Our Boston Celtic correspondent Blackheart is here live to recap game one.
Let's go.
I'm here. I ain't scared. I'm here. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you, Breezy. Who the fuck are you? What's up, Mike? What's up,
What's
bro?
going on,
On the
man?
platform. Yeah, man. Listen. All right. From beginning to end, right? This was supposed to be the back and forth match. All right. I was expecting this to kind of happen, but when it comes to four quarters, us Celtics are the most abysmal team when it comes to fourth quarters. Blowing leads like this, and then you have this type of situation that happened tonight with the overtime. I was praying for the overtime that's gonna happen anyway, because for ratings purposes, right? Okay, that's number one. Number two, Porzingis. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this man's illness, his injuries. He been gone for prior to this, he been gone for 8 games before he came back. Only playing a handful of games now, and now he's done. I'm like, yo, come on, something's gonna fuck on. Either he got COVID some shit, and they ain't scoping it out, or it's some weird other shit that's going on with him, and maybe it got something to do with his other injuries. So that you know how injuries can bleed onto other shit. So gotta take in mind of that too. Number two, number three, Kyle only got the 3 points. Oh, I hate that, especially for a man like JT, right? JT's what, 6'9", some shit like that. Why ain't you use your lazy ass body and drive in the fucking lane to get an and one some fouls, man? Get these motherfuckers in foul trouble. That was the problem. He tried to play the whole mama mentality shit, but that shit ain't working, bro. Like, just stop, please. Like, just do normal basketball practice. Be smart about decision making. And more importantly, the mismatches is the reason why a lot of these things kind of happened like the way that it was. Number 4, OG and Mikal Bridges saved their asses tonight. No disrespect to any other Nick that like you had, but those two were the workhorses of that. Forget about Jalen Brunson. We all know what the hell he was gonna do. It was everyone else. Who out of everyone else was gonna come to the court? OG and Mikal Bridges, especially Mikal during that last 2 plays in overtime. And the Villanova boys got a little special thing going right there. So that's something to say. But also, in order for us to match up with you guys, we got to up the physicality on body-to-body contact and defense. Because now when we see that you guys are playing that physical ball, now we got to match the intensity with y'all in order for us to prevail. Man, that's just my take on this shit. You know, like I said to you earlier in the chat, I took my cap off to you. I was like, yeah, like, okay. But they ain't gonna walk out of Boston 2-0. It's still not any way that happens. If that does happen, and somehow we go to New York and we end up at least getting one, and then coming all the way back and forth, the fatigue's gonna start kicking in and shit. For each and every way, especially when y'all just got done doing 7 games with Detroit, and then 2 days later you come straight into this game. I know y'all be low on the fumes. It's gonna slowly come to play later. So that's the one thing I would give y'all advice is.
That's what I mean. Y'all got this one. If there's 2 days off between games 2 and game 3, so the Knicks will be well rested for game 3 in New York. That's like, you better not let us get game 2.
I'm going to tell y'all now, we're not leaving our crib 0-2. That's not happening. You're in love with the house. Hey, yo, Eno, I don't know what the fuck you been laughing at. I don't know what the hell this man laughing at because he ain't even in here.
I'll say, where your ass at? You laughing in the chat. Where you at?
So another thing. See, and this is the one thing, like over the weekend, Mike, like even during the last SMW show, shout out to SMW, we had a great show over the weekend too. Even some of the people backstage that was from New York even was telling me, Celtics and Knicks, bro. I was like, yo, listen, for the next 2 weeks, we ain't friends. I mean, we cool with all that, but we ain't friends for the next 2 weeks until after this whole thing is done. So, just like here, I did the same thing a couple of years ago. So I know now they're gonna be really hard for sure, but they already haven't hit me up yet to say. Well, I'm like, yo, it's just 17 games. Yes, 6 more games stuff.
6 games if we're lucky.
6 games if we're lucky, but give or take about this whole thing between Boston and New York. Come on, this is TV ratings money right here. You know, some shit's gonna happen that's gonna flake this whole thing to go to 7 games. You know it. So buckle up, boys, because this is gonna be a long series.
It's gonna be a long, fun series. Buckle up. It's gonna be a wild ride.
You're facing the defending champs for a reason. Okay, man, this is round 1. You guys down. Okay, we're starting. But now probably gonna come back for round 2.
We'll see how we respond and see how. I want to see how Boston responds. I want to see how the Knicks respond. I hope the Knicks
are greedy. The physicality and the toughness against this team because they're not going to slack off.
I hope they are greedy, and I hope that they want to punch y'all in the throat.
Because I know this. If you guys lose this series this year, Tim Thibodeau will be fired by the end of this year.
I mean, he might be. I'll let Breezy talk about this when he come back.
Oh, Tibbs might be. No,
he's in here.
He got quiet.
He's in here. Tibbs might be 1 win away from saving his job already. Tibbs might be a win away.
Listen, you don't know how many times that man had got a chance after chance after chance at doing coaching opportunities. Every time he goes to a playoff team, he loses.
Wait, what are we talking about?
This happens. I was saying, if your head coach loses the series, you know he's going after the season, right?
It's a lot of background noise. I can't hear you.
Sorry. I'm over here watching Monday Night Raw too at the same time. My fault. Anyway, I say if y'all lose this series, then Tim Tebow might be. Tim T might be gone. Tibbs might be gone.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I feel like Tim Tebow, Coach Tibbs has to get to the conference finals to keep his job. He absolutely could not lose in the first round. I think right now he has the chance to keep his job. He could not lose in the first round to the Detroit Pistons. If we would have lost in the first round to the Detroit Pistons, I think his job was on the line for sure. So I mean, now, as with the team as it's constructed, if we don't make this much of this series right here a series, at least a series, his job could still be on the line because of his play style. I mean, coaching style and just how the NBA works when it comes to having coaches longer than 4 years You know, there aren't many coaches. I mean, we just lost Coach Popovich to step down, and that was due to illness. And then the next guy was Eric Spoelstra, and what was it? It was one more guy, right? Right, Mike?
Ty Lue.
Ty Lue.
Ty Lue got fired last night.
No, did he?
Did he get fired last night? After
Did he get fired?
Clippers
I
lost?
don't. I didn't.
No.
I didn't hear him get fired. I mean,
Nah,
I didn't hear
he's
him
coaching.
get fired. But I mean, the key word might be yet.
Because you know what, all these head coaches that got out during the first round, minus Detroit, Detroit's gonna keep that head coach because that team got far than what they had done in the past 15 years in their own self. So that coach is safe. But every other coach that been on them reconstructing teams for the last 3 seasons, you know they're out. You know they're gonna be out, especially if you made. And especially if you can't get past the first round, like the Clippers, for instance, you can't make it past the first round, dude, blow it up. All of it, blow it up. Blow up because it's not working. I don't give a shit about the regular season record.
It's going to be close.
I give a shit about your playoff performances.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Ty Lue. I'm
paper,
very
the Clippers
interested.
seem like they're the most unstoppable team, right? But on the court, it's a different story.
Well,
Yo, Mike, what do you
James Harden.
Mike, I got a question for you. Mike, I got a question for you. If Ty Lue gets fired, do you think another team picks him up as a head coach, or does he fall back into the assistant coach realm?
Okay, now I'll answer that for you, Mike, real quick. If he goes to a team that already has a coach that's just been there, or just got there, or still kind of reorganizing, they go put him as assistant coach. If it's showing that they just need some type of direction, so say like this: Charlotte, for instance. Charlotte, maybe Miami now. If the Eric Spoelstra situation does dissolve, because he's been there for a very long time, I think it's time for him to go anyway. So they need to rebuild themselves. Certain key teams that had to hit a whole new button, they're going to need a whole new head coach. So no matter what, he still had a couple of space. He still had a couple of places to go. It's just how can he transform whoever that's still going to be around into where he sees that, okay, we can make it work if we did certain things differently in another way.
He has a bunch of opportunities, even if it's a team that isn't looking for a head coach to fill a position for a young team, because we see it every day. Like a team will have a coach for 2 years, and when a coach goes onto the market that got fired from another situation, they'll fire their head coach to hire that coach. So he has a bunch of opportunities available to him.
True.
I'm just more concerned about whether if a team will take a chance to make him a head coach again because he wanted it all to the assistant coach realm, because that's what he was hired to becoming a head coach for a very long time.
Well, honestly, that now to answer that, that's dependent on the owner too. Because let me just ask you, in a very stereotypical question, how many of these NBA owners are black? Let's just say that much, and you'll get that answer right there on the spot.
One, I think it depends on the team. I think it depends on the team, James, because like a bad team like Charlotte or Utah or something like that. Yeah, Ty Lue is the best coach them teams could ever pray to get. But like a tweener, I don't know, James. I don't know if a tweener team would take a chance on him.
Phoenix.
I mean, who wants to go to Phoenix though?
Experiment over there.
Who says Ty Lue wants to go to Phoenix though? I wouldn't want to go there.
You might never know, because you know how some of these players now they got juice now, Mike. If they say that they want that person as the head coach, you don't think these NBA owners will get on the phone and be like, "Hey, only reason why I'm doing it is because our star player wants you here."
I mean, if they're willing to pay.
I'm pretty damn sure there'll be a few playoff teams that's like that barely made the play-in that may want him, that can try to elevate them to get over that hump to get into the playoffs. That I can see happening, but him going to a whole garbage ass team to hit the reset button, hell. He ain't pulling no head coach stuff with that. He'll probably be an assistant coach. Everything else it'll just be like, player development or something.
I'm gonna just throw this out here. Like
Memphis.
if the Timberwolves were to lose this next round, Finch might be toast. Do they fire him and do they sign Ty Lue? I think
Now, just
that'll
like
be a
you
good
said about
situation.
Tibbs. So just like you said about Tibbs, it just depends on how the series is. If they make it to a series and the Timberwolves gets to either game 6 or game 7
Yeah,
and still win to go,
but
to go
but
further into the
that's
finals.
but the reason why I bring that situation to the forefront is that's a team that's a tweener, and that situation will have to present itself like that. I think that if they lose, it's a possibility that the Timberwolves get rid of their coach, and if LA gets rid of Ty Lue and the Timberwolves get rid of their coach, I don't think that is far fetched. I think that they'll hire Ty Lue.
I
Same
don't.
same with like
Okay.
same with like a team like Atlanta.
Denver.
That's another team.
Denver's interesting.
Denver.
Denver couldn't, Denver couldn't
Denver's
have
interesting.
the Michael Lowe situation dissolved and shit.
So
Yeah,
like
Denver's interesting.
there are a couple of situations where those tweener
Chicago,
teams may pick him up
that
if
could be
he's
a great
available.
team. That would be a great team for him
Chicago.
to coach.
I agree.
Chicago
Chicago's an
would be a great team for
interesting.
him to go to, especially when they got pieces, they got a young core, but they just haven't gotten over that playing hump.
That
Like those are tweeners right there. They get into the playoffs next year with a new head coach. All they need is just like a couple more pieces to fill in that void, and then we're shit left.
So yeah, I mean, I think so. I think we said it. Like I think it depends. We got to see how this play out. I think it depends on the situation. We got to see how a couple of these series still play out before.
Yeah,
I agree.
Before we know,
Because
I know.
and there's another thing I want to bring up too. Some of these coaches now that's coming from college, that's coming up to the NBA now. You've seen that little surge happening now. Do you think that's going to be the new normal of college coaches getting the call up to the NBA, or do you think it's just going to be an experimental phase?
I think it's still. Isn't. I think the NBA. Like you were
I think
talking
it's still
about.
premature
It's still
with
like
that.
I don't want to say the good old boys club, but like the NBA just kind of all recycle the same assistants and head coach. Like it's still.
I think they're still giving the assistants a chance to become a head coach and run their own team versus hiring from outside like the college guys, because it's a different game. None of those guys are NBA tested to take a chance on them. So like I think it's still premature to have that happen. It's very different from like an NBA coach going into college. But a college coach going into the NBA, you're not gonna see that much.
All right. So how I was thinking about all that was because we're seeing that in the NFL, the NCAA, how some of these coaches will either go to the NFL and things don't work out, then they just come right
back. Yeah,
and
they just go right back.
Yep, right. So when I was thinking about that, I'm thinking that's going to slowly become the new normal, almost between the NCAA and the NBA, that type of sort. Because who's the not Calipari, Coach K, who just retired. Like he never been to the NBA, but he's been a well-renowned college coach. Never attempted to go to the NBA. He said, "I like where I'm at right now."
Yeah,
and
Coach
he's been there forever in the fucking day until the day that he retired. Coaches that comes from college, like you said, Breezy, they may not have the right skill set to kind of lead young men, not boys, men, actual men that's going to look you in the eye and be like, no, I'm not doing that. Compared to a college kid that would be like, yes, sir, I have to do that because if I want to maintain my spot, I got to be here, Otherwise, you go to the whole transfer pool shit, then you go somewhere else. But I'm seeing a lot of that lately, so I'm thinking like, but you kind of already answered it about the hiring from within, and then put them on the mount to see how well they do before you even go that route.
Yeah,
But we're seeing these coaches become younger and younger and younger now. That's all that I'm saying.
That
So
is a fact.
So that was the real reason why I was bringing that up, because I'm seeing a lot of coaches become younger and younger.
These coaches is getting younger and younger and younger.
The Miami Dolphins coach, Sean LeVay from the Rams.
The coach of OKC.
The coach that's in the Broncos now. Who's the head coach that's over there on the
Sean
Broncos?
Payton. Sean Payton's old.
Yeah, Sean Payton's gone, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. So but there's one more other head coach in the NFL that's young too. Now I was like, damn. Like, okay.
I think you're thinking of Sean McVay. I think it's Sean McVay.
Yeah, Sean McVay, the dude. Yeah, Sean McVay, the Miami Dolphins coach, and there's one other coach in the NFL that's young too. I forgot. I just forgot what team it was. Yeah, I'm seeing that head coaches are starting to get younger now, like younger in late 20s, early 30s type shit.
I think that it's a trend because the NBA coaches are also getting younger.
Yeah, you see, like that's what I was saying. That the head coach in Orlando, he was young. The black dude.
Yeah, he's young.
The one that they had the last season before that.
No, the Orlando's coach is Jamal Tinsley is young.
Yeah, Charlotte Hornets' coach was young.
OKC's coach is young. He's not that old.
OKC coach is young, right?
He's in his early to mid 40s, I think. Your coach, the Celtics coach. He's young too.
Yeah, Joe Mazzulla, he's young.
Yeah, Mazzulla's young.
Yeah, Joe Mazzulla, he's young.
I think the Spurs just hired today. I think the dude the Spurs just hired today is young. I think he's only 30 something.
Yeah. And now the Spurs too. And is it OKC's head coach young too?
Yeah, OKC's coach is pretty young.
Yeah, see, so that's what I'm saying. Like now we're seeing this whole surge of young coaches now starting to flourish. All the coaches that we grew up watching now starting to turn into GMs now. The guard's changing now. That's what I was trying to incorporate in that last thing.
So, but we'll see. We'll see how it's going. I know right now OKC is up 8 with 5.5 to go, and it's Joker's got 26, but he's got 5 fouls. So Jamal Murray only has 17 points. He only has 5 points in the second half. He's got us. If they're gonna win, he's got to make some shots.
This semifinal series that's going on in all 4 rounds right now is youth versus experience now. That's the storyline right now.
Except for the Knicks,
youth versus experience.
Except for the Knicks and the Celtics, yeah, it's youth, young guard, old guard, young guard, old guard.
Yeah, exactly. So you seeing that now. Are we seeing the turning of the page after the season is over? I mean, honestly, I really think that we are. We're seeing the change of the guard after the season over. The next season, there's going to be a whole new, different phase. That's going to be a whole new champion, and you never thought that it would ever happen.
Oh, Joker just baited the whistle. Joker with the bait.
Are they really doing Gunther versus Pat McAfee at Backlash? They really gonna do this?
Yes, they are.
Take a look. This man is gonna torture. This man's gonna torture this man.
It's gonna be a fun
Gunther's gonna torture this man on Saturday. Are you nuts?
It's gonna be a fun.
He's gonna choke this man out.
Oh, Joker missing free throws. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's when you know that's when you know that fatigue is kicking in for him now.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Oh yeah.
He's probably doing the most right now, and then no one else is scoring.
I'll tell you right now. Let's pull up this box score.
Oh man. Then we got Golden State versus Timberwolves tomorrow. Only I know is Jimmy Butler is going to get booed the shit out anytime when he is in Minnesota. That's the storyline right there. Jimmy versus Minnesota part 2.
If that's gonna be fun.
And then
I
now
just want
you
to
got playoff basketball on the line, and then you got a young, hungry Anthony Edwards. I was like,
I want to point out that Joker,
Steph, as much as I love you, bro, but like no disrespect.
Blackheart,
This
you're
young
absolutely
man, he needs to
you're
serious.
absolutely right because Joker is doing everything. He has 24 points, 20 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. So he's
If only
literally
Luka was smart enough to just say,
carrying this team.
If only Luka was smart enough to just say, "Yo, trade me to Denver." If only he was smart enough to do that when you had the opportunity.
Don't be surprised. I was telling them, don't be surprised if these dudes team up.
Hey, listen, if KD and Kyrie do it, why can't he? Why can't Luka and fucking Joker fucking link up? Shit.
They're gonna terrorize the league if they do.
Man, listen. Hey, listen, I love it. I love that move. I'd be like, you see, that's what I want to see. I didn't want to see Luka be in the goddamn Lakers jersey. It just didn't look great.
Well, get used to it.
Well, I'll get used to it until when he says, "Hey, man, I want out." Or if LeBron retires this year, yo, get him out. Get him out now. Get him out. Hit the whole rebuild button. Just blow it up.
Dylan absolutely thinks that LeBron's not going to be
coming back
on the Lakers. No, he just doesn't think he's going to be on the Lakers.
Okay. Now to this is dicey. All right, this is dicey now. I'm going to answer this for Dylan, right? There's only 2 options for him to go now. If he decides to leave, he's only going to go and sign a 1-year deal with someone, and then that's it. He's not staying for 2 years. He's not going to do that. He's only going to do that one and done. That's it. And he's going to have to free him of options to be like, okay, what team do I really want to go? I feel like I can win the championship, and not have to work too much. Because you got to understand his age right now. He can't be option number 1 anymore. I'm sorry. He can't be option number 1. He's going to have to get on a team that already has pieces. Just need that one clickable piece, and he can just kick back the whole season. Let the young guys do the work. Similar thing that Reggie Miller said this back in the Mounds and the Palace when they traded for Steven Jackson to get him on the Pacers team. He didn't have to do anything anymore. He was just telling them what to do. Boom, boom, boom. They went out there. He just done his thing, and that team could have made it to the finals 2005, but it never happened, right? Similar thing, similar situation here for LeBron if he leaves. But he's only gonna go for 1 year. But if he says, you know, fuck it, nah, I'm done. I did everything the fuck I could. Then you gotta get Luka out of there. Get Luka the fuck out of there. Get the highest ransom that you can. If I was the Lakers, get the highest ransom for him and rebuild. That's it. That's the only choices.
I don't know.
Pull the Kings ransom out your ass. All right. Take the page out of the LA Kings' book. How did they get Wayne Gretzky? They had to give him a lot to get him.
Mm-hmm.
So shit, pull the Kings ransom out your ass. Get it. If you want to look at that bad Denver, give us Aaron Gordon. Give us boom. Give us boom. Give us some picks too for the next 3 years. Boom. We can hit the rebuild that way.
Wow. So Joker is 6 of 9 on Holmgren, 2 of 3 against Ludo, and 1 for 6 against Hartenstein. My man Hart out here doing God's work.
Wow. Stupid. Thank God. Jesus. Sorry.
All right, Breezy, you got anything else before we get out of here? Because I'm tired.
I'll tell you this, Chuck. I guarantee Celtics winning game 2 in the next couple of nights.
Gonna clip that right there. You heard that? We're gonna clip it right
Guarantee.
Go Knicks.
there.
Listen, man. I'll pull a Charles Barkley. I'll pull Charles Barkley out my ass for y'all tonight. Guarantee.
I love when Chuck does that because he's always wrong.
But listen, I'm no Chuck. I am no Chuck, all right? He be losing y'all money. He be losing y'all money in that little, in the little bet shits. Nah,
Yep.
I don't fuck with him when it comes to that shit. No, but I guarantee y'all this, as a Celtics fan, guarantee we're not losing game 2 in the crib.
All right. Remember this. Remember to hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that notification button. We will be here live Wednesday night.
You guys are having that clip for me now.
I'm absolutely clipping that. And we are going to recap it. Go Knicks, go Knicks. And since Blackheart is here, before we go,
bleed green all day. I'm not gonna say fuck the Knicks. I'm not gonna say that. Just all my New York friends, we're not cool for the next couple of weeks until after the series is done. Then we can talk about this later. But until then, I'll see y'all for game 2. Motherfucker.
Man, hit the music, man.
Bleed green.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Play the music. We out. We'll see y'all next time.
Playing D, Houston launching jumps from the top of the key. And Ward, you and Child and Larry. Thomas, Big Chris, and Marcus can be. Nobody does it like the Knicks can.
The hell's all this shit?
It's the anthem, baby. Just wait for the chorus, because here we go.
This is the anthem.
Go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
I can't, yo.
For 2 teams,